Alright, welcome to Dragon Quest VII Reimagined. The full game has finally released and we have it in our hands right now. This is DQ7's second remake, and as you might know, we already played a little bit of it because they released a demo a little while ago last month, and now we're going to be continuing from where we left off in the demo. So yeah, DQ7 Reimagined. Let's see how this whole thing works, this whole demo continuing thing. An adventure log from the demo has been detected. Select continue from demo log. Continue playing. Okay, cool. So let's see what we got. Yeah, the full game's out. I played about 4 hours in the demo, so nothing new, but we're gonna play some Dragon Quest VII. Would you like to see a reminder of the story so far? They do that, actually. That's interesting. Let's check it out. So they got a whole friggin' thing here. That's actually kind of nice. I actually kind of like this. I feel like the original Dragon Quest VII really could have used this feature. This is actually like a good feature, you know? I don't have any problem with this at all. This is cool. Sub-stories even. So, you know, I feel like the original releases definitely could have used this. So no problem here. We'll start the adventure though. So you close the story, resume the adventure, and this is where... Oh, look at that. Instantly got 2 trophies, or 2 achievements. Okay, so your reward for playing the Dragon Quest VII Reimagined demo has arrived. A new reward is available. Go to... Yeah, hell yeah, let's get the reward. So, let's see what we got here. The demo player perk, you get this dress from Maribel for playing the demo. Okay, day off dress. And this is a DQ1 and 2 HD2D player perk. So obviously we finished Dragon Quest II just last week, and it was pretty epic and pretty awesome, and everybody was watching, and it was really hype, and everyone was there, and we just wanted to really get it over with before DQ7 was done, and it ended up being a really great adventure. And it looks like this game has a DQ1 and 2 special reward for playing the game, and it's an agility ring, which definitely is a great item to have early on in the game. Oh, forgot that you were there. They just showed up out of nowhere. Okay. Now, let's see. So I did get this game just about a couple hours ago. My PS5 Collector's Edition is still in the mail. I really wanted to show that off to you guys, but it's still in the mail, and I'm waiting. It's gonna come up. It's gonna come next week, it looks like. So that's nice. How many agility? Charm? What does Charm do exactly? Charm does something. I'm sure it does. DQ2 was so peak, it's not even funny. It was like life-changing, honestly. It really was. It really was. That was just... I don't know how this game can even compare to that. I really wish I had gotten a more chance to play this game, but hey, this is fine though too. And as always, I'm happy to answer questions. Mr. Gentleman, we need to talk of it soon, because I tried messaging you about some DQ2 related stuff. I really been like racking my brain over Dragon Quest II and thinking about everything that happened and my theories about the end and how it connects to everything, and I just have so much like in my mind right now about that game. I think about DQ2 HD2D Remake so much. It's the kind of ending that really sticks with you, you know what I mean? It really does. I'm thinking something close to the 40th anniversary. It would be cool to get like a stream going on. Alright. Believe me, I've discovered some really crazy stuff about the Urger Trilogy that might warrant a special feature of its own, you know? Alright, so last time we left off, we weren't able to go any further than this because we had the demo. But now, we're here. Is this the closest I can zoom in? Let me check this. This is so weird that camera distance should not be in the controls. It's so weird, right? Okay, so for those asking, this is the Steam version, the PC version. I typically stream on PC versions of every game, unless I have to. Unless it's like an exclusive or something. What is this? So we have... Alright. Those are every single piece, isn't it? Like, we could go to the red place, or we could go... We don't have enough to complete this, it looks like. So we have to go back in time. I hate this guy so much. What does he have to say? This guy is like the worst. He completely ruins the whole mystery of this whole temple, you know? Like, you have no idea why this place exists, and then this guy's like, oh, this place exists because X, Y, Z reason. Alright, time to go to another world. Pretty good remake so far. I haven't played too much. All I played was the demo so far, so I have just that to go off of. But I am planning on making this into... Oh.
What in the world was that? All that lava tearing through that village?
You saw it too, then? There's a volcano off in the distance there. But it's not going boom or anything like the one we just saw. Maybe it was all just a bad dream.
Hey, look! Huh? No way! I think we're stuck here. Wait a minute, though. That huge rock, does it mean what we saw was real? Well, we won't figure it out standing around here. Let's head to that village and get some answers.
Little cutscene they showed. That was a really cool remake of the original cutscene, actually. Pretty interesting. You love the little goofy little fairy guy? Look, I have my issues with little mascot characters in RPGs kind of breaking the tension, and I'm not the biggest fan of that character. And yeah, I messaged you on Discord, Mr. Gentleman, about some DQ2 theory stuff, but I discovered like a lot of crazy stuff last week, just really poking around to the game, and definitely I think a stream is warranted. I'm thinking maybe like in May or like April we can do something talking about Dragon Quest, the Urda Trilogy, before they do the remake, or I mean before they do like the stream, which I'm very sure is going to happen. How do I attack these guys again? Okay. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Do I really want to? I'll just let them fight wisely. I know it's like it's lazy to just let them fight wisely, do their thing, but the game's so easy that I don't have to think. I just let the game play itself, you know? Alright. The early portion is very trimmed down. Although it's still long. It's still about like an hour long if you're looking at everything. I did replay the PS1 and the 3DS version to kind of, not the full game, but like the first parts, the whole Ballymaloy part. You know what I noticed, right, is that in the original PS1 and the 3DS version, when that guy is attacking Maeve and trying to kill her, in the original version, you can like stand in front of her and like shield her from him and like try to save her. But in this version, you can't do that. You just stand by and watch him kill her, basically. It's kind of insane, actually, that they've removed that whole part of the game, you know? There was a lot I discovered regarding Dragon Quest II, and a lot of it came from me sort of poking around the game's files. I kind of discovered some crazy shit in the game's files, but I don't want to talk about it yet, because I kind of want to just keep it to myself for now, just until the time is right, you know? So, but, no, this game's too easy. This game is way too easy. Those were sipper sticks we were using. Those weren't even weapons, those were sipper sticks. Those are, like, not supposed to do anything. Everyone's complaining about how, like, I actually saw some reviews. The reviews are out for Dragon Quest VII Reimagined, and this is the town. And, you know, surprisingly, IGN and Game Informer were very honest about their opinions. They the people who reviewed it must have played the original because they were talking about all the bad changes, right? While all the good reviews notably were people who never played the original and were just like saying, parroting what Square Enix wanted them to, you know. Can you save Maeve? I don't... Last time we played, right, I ran away from Maeve and I tried to escape from her, right? So, but I couldn't do the thing where you like stand in front of Maeve and try to protect her from the guy. Like, that wasn't an option, unless I did something wrong. What system am I playing this on? This is on Steam. This is the Steam version of the game. And it runs very well. This is so well optimized. This game is only 8 gigabytes. This game is only 8 gigabytes. Isn't that really insane if you think about it, considering how every game nowadays is like super huge and super bloated? This game, which was considered one of the biggest games of all time at its when it came out, is only 8 gigs. How is that possible? What kind of technical wizardry are they doing to get this working? Give the kid the doll beforehand. I'm sure I did. No, I didn't do that. I think I did do that. I gave the kid the doll. I'm sure we did that. And then the people of the town came and... If you give the kid the doll, you save Maeve. Yeah, I don't think that's how it works. I think we gave him the doll. I know we did that because you can't save Maeve in this game. I don't think you can. In the original, the guy's like inching towards her, and you have like a time limit to go and save her before it's too late. You know.
Hey!
We should jump down as well. I think we should jump down as well. She dies anyway. She dies regardless, but it's about the intent. It's about the sort of bravery that the hero shows by like trying to save her life, you know? I really like that part of the game. And if that's not there, then I feel like that takes a lot out of the scene, you know? Also, I doubt we're gonna be doing like insane streams like we did with the DQ2 stream. The DQ2 stream was utterly insane. I can't believe I played that game for 11 hours straight. That was like killer on my entire body. Actually insane. I didn't. Did you go back and look at the old stream and see that I didn't do it? If that's the case, then shit. I guess might warrant a replay then. All right.
Now.
Not that it probably affects the game at all. There's not a lot of party chat. Is another thing I'm noticing. Tourists.
Hey!
Yeah, there's not a lot they have to say. Where's the gaffer? This is the guy. You can tell he's the guy because he has a giant glowing question mark exclamation point above his head. That's how you can tell. Right.
Oh!
Damn, I wanted to look.
Hey!
Yeah, this game is very... provided I haven't gone that far, but we are on the hardest difficulty. And it's pretty easy even then. Forest, Emberdale. They live by a volcano. I just got it now. Yeah, I just got it like a few hours ago. And would you believe who gave it to me? It was good old Square Enix sent me the review copy in the email. And right after I complained on the community tab about not getting a copy, that happens every time. I always have to like say, oh hey, they didn't give it to me, and then all of a sudden I'll get a mysterious email with the review key in there, and I'll be like, okay, cool. I was gonna buy it actually. I was literally about to buy a second copy because my collector's edition is still in the mail. It's arriving next week. I really want to do like a little unboxing video of that just to show it off, you know? I know I'm not like really paying attention to the story that much, but I've played this game already, and I don't know, I just want to talk, you know, catch up a little. But this is like Emberdale. This is the place where there's like an evil volcano that's exploding, and we saw like a premonition of the volcano erupting. Hey, I'm glad to remind everyone about the game coming out. I think somebody's got to remind everybody, you know? Oh, I'm so glad I know exactly who to talk to. Alright. Little old lady here. So this is the old sage lady. Gotta say, she looks very Toriyama looking.
Hey! Hey!
Oh!
Hey!
Oh!
So the people here worship like a fire spirit in the volcano, essentially. Burnmonts. Burnmont.
Everyone, please! You've got to listen to me. I've had a vision in me crystal ball. A great tower of flame rising up from Burnmont. This whole island swallowed up in rivers of molten lava. I'm telling you, when the return of fire ritual's over, it'll be the end for Emberdale. We can't go through Whit Festival. We mustn't!
You're befuddled, Pamela. We can't very well call off the festival we hold in honour at Fire Spirit now, can we?
Ah, that's right. All that to achieve is earning us poor folk the fire spirit's hire. So, it's like that, is it? You're telling me you don't believe in me prophecies after all these years? Shut up. I weren't asking you.
Nolan, you lot, what's all this commotion in here of?
It's Pamela! She said she's had a vision, and that Vermont's going to blow, and that we should call off the festival.
Blooming Nora, why did you have to say all that in front of everyone, Pamela? You know how they panic.
I was just doing me job. Passing on messages from realm at supernatural is what a fortune teller's supposed to do.
But the flaming festival is what binds our dear Emberdale to fire spirit. If we were to call it off, well... Do you see? Your baseless jelping has wrought his wrath down upon us. Which means we'd best get a move on and get things started. Listen up, everyone! The time for Flaming Festival has come! It's happening tonight! Aye, the festival is happening, and it's going to be a stupendous, eyebrow-singeing, spectacular!
About time too.
You'll see, Pamela. All we need to do is put on a real good festival, and we'll be back in his good graces before you know it. I'll see you there, eh?
Strong in arm, thick in head. That's our gaffer. I tell him to cancel the festival and he brings the chuffing thing forward. Hold on. You said you were tourists, didn't you? Then maybe you could do something to help. Let me see. Yes. Oh, that might just work, you know. I reckon you've got what it takes. You lot come and see me in a bit. I'll be back at Trading Post waiting for you.
Does the old lady have a Jamaican accent? Pamela, like, is that what they were going for? Kind of interesting. See, I keep hearing that the individual town stories are rushed, and you know, I can see that. I have to really like formulate my thoughts on this. I wanted to make a video this past weekend, but I just didn't have enough to go off of to do that. Ooh, this guy's got something cooking real good right here. Look at that. Even steaming on the pot and everything. I think we should steal it.
Hey!
Alright, we'll go see her. So if the game is super fast-paced and the original game was over 100 hours and the 3DS version is like 70 or so hours, something like that, then this could be a shorter game even. It could be shorter than 2.
Oh.
Hey!
So the characters really just don't have anything to say. They don't talk a lot. Alright. Thora. Her favorite apprentice. Are there any other apprentices to speak of?
Alright.
Let's see what he's selling. What do you guys think about this newfangled menu, this UI that they're rolling with? Is there any point in even spending my money? I'm like steamrolling every enemy. Ooh, treasure. Mind if I do? Well, I guess I can still break her pots.
Oh.
Hey!
I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Not even a certain someone has seen any new content they promised. I think I know what you're talking about. But if that's the case, right, then they took more than they added, essentially. They took a lot from the game, and they didn't add a lot. Sadly. If we don't take action, the vision you saw undoubtedly comes back. I will not. Interesting, the fire spirit. Isn't that an interesting little bit of foreshadowing they did early in the game? Wow, that's crazy. So I just said no, and it's like, okay, well... Damn, okay. There's no option to go back and say, okay, no, never mind. I chose the cold-hearted route. I just straight up told her no. Alright, well, we're just gonna enjoy the festival and relax, I guess. Alright, where's the inn at? Let's go to random people's houses and break their stuff. Ooh, our cooking's bad. I really wish they'd have something to say about that. They have nothing to say. I swear the original game had more, more party chat than that. I absolutely, just from playing the demo, I do have my issues with it, So, Emberdale is supposed to be like Jamaica? Is that what they're going for? Is that like the thing that they're trying to go for here? Hold up. Because everyone here has like the Jamaican accent, right? Was that in the 3DS version? Because it's been forever since I played. All right, we're just gonna go to the end. These villagers aren't quite that interesting. Not interesting enough to waste my time talking to them. Alright, so 2 beds, 3 of us, so... Which of you's gonna be crammed in with me, then? They're both, like, looking at me like they don't want. Oh, that is a good question, though, isn't it? They didn't think about that. Damn, it's free. Okay. Emberdale Scottish accents? I thought Ballymalloy was... Or Ballymalloy was more like Ireland, I guess. Alright, let's check out the festival. Okay, not only did we have to cram into 2 beds, this guy was in here the whole night also with us.
Hey!
I like how she's saying that when we haven't even gone outside yet. And she knows that they already pulled out all the stops. Oh, the movement is great. You know what, I will say that the movement, the way the characters move is really good and really fluid and smooth. I have no problem with that. You know, I've been thinking, right? I've been thinking that there might be something preventing them from doing the Zenithian trilogy in this style, and I was thinking, just imagine the Zenithian characters in this style. Don't you think they'd be a bit too tall for this to really work? Like, they're kind of like normal height for characters, and these guys are kind of all short, they're all kind of like drawn like chibi almost, which is why this sort of art style works. I feel like if they were to remake the Zenithian trilogy, it would look a little weird in their reimagined style, don't you think? Isn't the food at the ladies' Emberdale really bad? Alright, everyone's running around, you got this...
Oh.
Wow, that's actually kind of cool. Okay, this is really, really weird, but in other RPGs, you'll see characters like chasing around after each other, and if you stop and step in front of one character, the other one will keep moving until it like hits into the back of the other one. With this, if you stop one person, then both characters stop chasing each other. That's like such a weirdly, you know, obscure thing that I wouldn't expect from a game to actually like resolve. You know what I mean? All right. Is this a guy whose wife is really bad at cooking, or that's a different guy? A dancer girl. Ooh, passionate flaming dance. I like how they're facing each other while they talk. I have a keen interest in dance. See, I like little moments like that. They're cool. I'm not having a fine time. Yeah, see, the characters from 4 to 6 are all tall and proportioned like Dragon Ball Z characters almost. They kind of look like that, you know? So it could work, but I think it would be weird in this style, is the thing. I think it'd be strange, you know? Who's... Bonnie and Lass were to come and sit next to him. Or Maribel, you're up. Oh, what's going on over here? That's the guy's wife who's terrible at cooking. You gotta love the world building, how they stay consistent with the characters, they random NPCs. Like, You know that this guy hates his wife's cooking, and that persists throughout the scenes, and every character kind of moves around. Yeah, he's right about that. Chat's kind of going very fast. Alright, so... Where is the old lady again? She's in here? Oh, that's the gaffer's house. The trilogy would look good in HD2D style, but you're sick of that. Not that I'm sick of the HD2D style, it's that... I don't know if it would work, 4, 5, and 6 would work in HD2D style. If they did it, right? It would have to have complete 3D camera, otherwise it would be a downgrade from the 3DS version. Alright, I just want to go fight some stuff. The return of fire ritual. Okay. Right, the camera is the biggest problem. Whoa, these people have fire on their heads. That's gotta be very dangerous, I feel like. These little kids are running around with fire on their heads. Isn't that kind of insane? Like, they're just... Alright. Alright, so we need to ask the gaffer for permission. Maybe train them young. They've been doing this since they were little kids. So everyone's, like, familiar with the fire. And there's the... Thora. Why doesn't this guy have fire? He's going to bed.
Oh.
I gotta say, it looks really good, you know, the game. Damn, he's like looking at them in jealousy. Alright, so let's get a fire on our head.
Oh.
Okay.
One of the few Unreal Engine 5 games to run nicely. I was saying this earlier, but it doesn't just run nicely. It is very well compressed. It's only 8 gigabytes. The whole game is 8 gigabytes. This is a massive RPG, and they managed to cram the whole thing. I don't think even though the HD2D games are that much. I think they're even more than 8 gigabytes. So they actually did a really good job with, you know, getting this game, you know, small file size essentially. Because other than that, it runs really well. Heard people complaining the game looks less Toriyama-esque, but I think it looks fine. It looks very Toriyama-esque, honestly. It looks very close to his models. I mean, these are directly based off of his artworks. All the NPCs are based off of his designs, you know. I don't think the looks of this game are the problem. In fact, I'd say the way this game looks is probably one of the best aspects of this game. You know? 8 gigabytes is actually pretty insane, honestly.
Hey!
Wow. I like how they turn around and look back to where they were looking after you're done talking to them.
Hey!
Maybe Chrono Trigger can work in his styles as horses. You know what? I think Chrono Trigger actually would really slap in this style. If it looked like this. Because the thing is, Chrono Trigger kind of has a chibi art style also going on. I feel like that would work really well.
Oh.
They really do got to give it to Hori. Like, have Hori have full control, you know? Over the remake.
Hey!
Why are you in front? Let me go past you.
Oh.
I don't necessarily want a Chrono Trigger remake. I just think there should be a definitive way of playing the game on modern consoles is the thing. And the Steam version is not that good. It's kind of crappy, honestly. The color balance is off. You know, the look is just off. There's like the stuttering. There's a lot of problems with the Steam version. What I want is something very close to the original. And I feel like if they're just gonna, they might as well just remake it as long as it's very close to the original. Honestly, game preservation has got issues right now, you know? If you don't, right now the best version of Chrono Trigger is the Super Nintendo version. I don't even think the DS version is as good. They managed to port to DS fine, but it's not exactly perfect on the DS is the thing. The color, like I said, color balance is not right on the DS version. There's some weird graphical stuff that they did. The DS version is kind of like a port of the PS1 version in some ways. It's not like the pure original Chrono Trigger, you know? And then you have the Steam version, which is, it's literally just a mobile port, but with a bunch of patches added onto it to make it better.
Hey!
Alright, throw our hats in.
Oh.
The DS version is good, but it's not perfect. I'd still say the Super Nintendo version is the best version. You know? Nope. I'm gonna keep my flames. Okay, fine. I'll throw it in. The bonus dungeons in the DS version, they were terrible, honestly. I feel like this whole thing is just Masato Kato trying to, like, link Chrono Trigger to Chrono Cross. He really wants to make Chrono Cross like a thing, you know? Was his thing. Speaking of, that game that he worked on, what was it called again? He had some mobile game that he worked on. What was it, like Another Eden? It was Another Eden, right? I got it. Yeah, Another Eden. That was announced at the Nintendo Direct, right? That's a mobile game that's made by Kato, and it's got music by Mitsuda, and it's supposed to be like his Chrono Trigger-esque sort of game. And apparently they're removing all the gacha elements and making it into a full game on the Switch, which is kind of interesting, you know? Bro, she could just get pushed right there. That is a very dangerous spot.
Hey!
Grand.
So, if I recall, we have a time limit to actually finish this dungeon. Because all these idiots are going to be throwing their fires into there, and when the final fire gets thrown in, everyone gets... yeah, we have like a time limit. It's, the whole thing's going to blow. Kind of an interesting part of the dungeon design. So I'm guessing these goddess statues are just at the beginning of every dungeon. Like, is that just what we're doing now? Okay, I only have... Interesting. Journey of the Cursed King next? Are you asking if I'm going to play Journey of the Cursed King next, or if they're going to remake it next? Because I think I could see them doing a remake of Dragon Quest VIII next. It seems likely. Just because of how popular the game is. Alright. Don't remember where to go. I'm not even going to fight these guys, because this game is too easy. I think just fighting under... So this dungeon's very similar to the original. It's not like much different at all, honestly. I will say, though, I was playing the 3DS version recently of DQ7, and... Are these guys having like a little meeting or something? Okay, gonna avoid them. I was saying, I was playing the 3DS version, and avoiding monsters in the 3DS version is impossible because of how narrow the hallways are, the corridors are, that you literally can't outmaneuver the monsters. It's almost like a worse version of the you know, the random encounters in Dragon Warrior 7. We got a lot of single files.
Oh.
Wrinkle is a prune. I do want to explore this entire place first. Ooh, bubble slime. The fast one. Not what I meant to do. Let's see.
All set.
Oh, it's cooler when you say no. She tells you to leave the village and then the volcano explodes.
Here I come.
Did I see the DQ8 hate from some fans over localization? No, I really didn't, because first of all, the Dragon Quest fandom was kind of in its infancy here. So, I did see some hate. Now that I think about it, there were some old head kind of Dragon Warrior fans from the 90s who really liked how Dragon Warrior had like very like mature writing. It was like used like curse words and was very violent. And they thought that when Dragon Quest VIII came out, that Dragon Quest was becoming too kiddie-ish and too childish. And they thought that that was somehow being not true to what Dragon Quest is, even though that's more true to the actual Dragon Quest experience. You know, NX was just being super edgy back in the 90s. The real Dragon Quest, this localization actually is very good. It's actually very close to the original intention, you know. But I actually have seen some hate over Dragon Quest VIII, now that I think about it. It has happened. I saw a lot of hate over Dragon Quest IV on the DS because of the accents. They were saying, oh, the accents make it impossible to read anything. It's really hard to like understand what people are saying in the game. Which, to a certain point, I do agree to a certain extent. Stop throwing your fires in there. You have to confuse them or whatever. They don't do a bunch of damage. Richard Honeywood did an interview over it, and he told Yuji Horii to have English voices, etc. I'm sure he did. He was like in charge of all the localizations back then. He kind of was the guy who sort of defined. Richard Honeywood like defined the way Dragon Quest localization is. It's all kind of his thing. It's funny that he told Yuji Horii that he wanted to do English voice actors, and he was against it, but that was one of the best decisions that they could have made, was adding English voice acting to Dragon Quest VIII. You know? I think when it comes to localization, the Dragon Quest series is pretty good for the most part, honestly. Like, it's actually very good. And it's consistent. I'll have to give it this. It's consistent. I think we're lucky that a lot of names have been kept from the 90s. Like I'm glad that it's still Erdrick and not Loto, for example. You know, they could have easily been like, oh, that's not accurate. We're gonna go back. You know, but they didn't do something like that. You know, the series is rather consistent when it comes to its localizations. Damn, these guys are tough. Mini Maris. She died. Not that it matters. How do I... I'm trying to... Okay. Okay, here we go. So, the thumbs up means that it'll hurt them, right? Ocean's Devotion. That's useful. Reduces defense while... I would have expected...
Stand a chance.
I still love that even if you name DQ3 Hero Loto in the remake, it won't let you do that. Does it actually care about Loto, or is it just Erdrick? I thought it was just Erdrick. Nobody's got Squelch? What the hell? Alright. Antidotal Herb. Wait. Does it just work on everyone? I didn't see that properly. Oh, okay. So, from what I heard, right? I heard it's not a terrible idea to give your seeds to this boy. That's what I heard. I heard, because in the original Dragon Quest VII, for a certain reason, you shouldn't be giving any seeds to Kiefer at all. Like, it would be a bad idea to do that. But in this game, supposedly, it's okay to do that. So... what are we doing, boys? We're just gonna give him everything. We're just gonna freaking max him out and make him into a monster.
Hey.
Is that the plan? Get away from me! Bad cat. Okay.
Oh.
Did I buy the optional boss fights DLC? I have everything. I have the deluxe version because that's the one I was given. So I do have the optional boss fights. I got all the costumes. I got all that crud. Actually, wait a minute. Shouldn't I have the like the special costumes? Like the Dragon Quest VIII costume and all that? Isn't that what I'm supposed to have? How do I change outfits? Like, how do I do this? Is there a way to change the outfits? I'm trying to see. Where do I find this stuff? How do I change his costume?
Hey.
No, so basically I saw this from a right stick. Right stick. How does right stick do something? Oh, in the equipment tab, you press the right stick. What? Wait a minute, what do you mean right stick? Am I blind? I'm completely blind, aren't I? Okay, hold on a second. Change equipment. Oh, wait, hold on a second. R3 is how... What the... Okay. Character details? You said in the equipment menu. This menu? Is this where it is? You press R... Dude, I'm just confused. You gotta press the right stick in the equipment tab. I'm in the equipment tab. We gotta figure this out. This is crazy. I might be stupid. What is going on here? Under settings and select gifts. I already got both of them. Hover over the main outfit and press R3. I have the bonuses available. Oh, that... How on... This is... Okay, I see. So it only shows up if there's one available. So he doesn't have the stupid costume. I thought he was supposed to have the... That's embarrassing. What was I talking about before? I was talking about something else. I have the DLC. I definitely have it. I definitely have it. But wait, let me see what everyone's saying. What were we talking about before? Oh yeah, the seeds. That's right. So basically, I saw a Japanese Twitter account saying that if you give a certain someone the seeds, you will get the seeds back, apparently. So there's no problem with giving him the seeds. There's no penalty for doing it, is what they say. So with that in mind, giving a certain someone the seeds and getting them back would mean that you could just temporarily give him a boost and you'll get all the seeds back anyway. If that's correct. If that's not like... If that's not like incorrect, you know?
Oh.
Okay. Didn't we run out of time by now? We're not deep below the bowels of the thing yet, are we? Okay. I have both the I should have the pre-order bonuses for both these games. Unless Square Enix screwed me over with this whole thing. Get away from me! So what's over here then? Well then. Okay, an Yggdrasil leaf. Hello, isn't this like super rare? Don't you only get like one of these per playthrough? Kinda crazy, not gonna lie. I'm trying to figure out where to go. So, the summit is where we came from, right? We came from there, level 6. I'm just trying to make sense of this place. Okay, now it makes sense. I gotta say, I don't like the way the UI is kind of... It's kind of confusing sometimes, honestly. Like, why did it take me so long to figure out how to put Maribel's clothes on? I feel like that should have been more obvious. Especially if the rest of the game is very... easy mode, you know? Okay, there's the goddess statue. Okay. Need to... Oh, we can just jump in. Alright. The strats are cool. So I was, after beating DQ2, right, I tried doing the whole strat of buffing up the main character just to make him super strong to see if I could beat, Malroth really fast. And I managed to beat Malroth in one hit. Kind of insane, but I beat him in one hit before he could do his full heal thing. Oh, come out of my way. Alright, we'll be doing this the old-fashioned way. Alright. Leave her alone. Alright, she needs to frizz some.
Here comes the heat!
Oh my god, leave her alone. Asshole. Alright, so you dead. Maybe I should use my Yggdrasil leaf on her. You go to a mom and pop shop that puts. I know from where you're from, there's a lot of those. It's harder for me to find a place like that that has those, you know. I wonder, did they have the collector's edition? Because I know like Video Game New York and places like that would do it, or there's like a few like NYC game shops that do this kind of thing. Oh, leave him alone. Leave him alone. Let loose. Don't warm up a side games like 2 weeks in advance. Damn, leave us. This is actually kind of crazy. Which side game are you talking about? Are you talking about Ultra Despair Girls on the Vita? That one? Can I just leave? I think it's not an escape because that's kind of insane. All that for a mini medal. All that for a mini medal. The guys at Video Games in New York know you at this point. Do they know that you're a YouTuber, or do you keep that to yourself? Mr. Gentleman's a New Yorker. I used to be in the Northeast, but I don't live there anymore, so I haven't been to those shops in a while. But those shops in New York City, they're very well known for Break Into Street Day. They have all sorts of really cool, you know, obscure Japanese games. Like, they're really... I think the audience of this channel would really enjoy going to one of those places, you know? Definitely up everyone's alley. They have, like, Vitas there and PSP games and all these, like, crazy Japanese games. Really, really cool. The prices aren't too bad either. Last time I went there, I bought... They broke the street date for the Ninja Gaiden 2 Black physical copy. They had that a whole month before it was supposed to come out, and I happened to be visiting there, and I was like, oh, can I buy that? It was on the shelf behind you, and I actually bought it. So they do break the street date very quickly, that store.
Yeah. Soon it will all be over. Ah, humans. How foolish must they be to worship a deity that does not exist? They even hold festivals in his honor. Yeah. Soon, the humans will present me with the last of their fiery tributes. And when that happens, the power of the black flame that has been entrusted to me shall be unleashed. Its awakening will cause the flames to pour forth, and molten magma to engulf all the lands beneath. And the humans, believing that their pitiful fire spirit has forsaken them, shall sink into ruin and despair. Speaking of humans, Do you puny specimens mean to stop me? Fools! To attempt to do so is to plunge willingly into a nightmare of incandescent flame. If you insist, I shall gladly oblige. You shall be burned to cinders, flesh, bones, soul and all.
Yeah, I think I would enjoy the Japanese voice acting in this game. I think Dragon Quest always had good Japanese voice acting. Yeah, Video Game New York, that place, when I first entered that place, like a really long time ago, I was just so awestruck by everything I saw. It was like seeing like treasure everywhere, you know, because of all the cool stuff they had. I'm less of a physical game collector these days, though. I just really like my minimalism a lot. Alright, well, I'm guessing this phrase is... Nope. Thumbs down. Well, I'm glad it tells you that. I swear that this is the first time they've ever done this whole, like, telling you if it's gonna work thing, right? That's not gonna work. Like, it tells you if something's not gonna work or if something is not effective. What's she gonna do then? She's useless. Okay, that's not gonna work. I guess that'll work. Strength. Why did... Oh, Ocean Devotion is working. Wow, okay. That shit is Frizzer. Okay, 2, that's great. We keep missing! Can I, like, equip something? You can't equip anymore, right? Like, none of the items are in the... This is crap. Alright. Is this just impossible, then? Because we don't have any abilities that can hurt him. Alright, we'll heal. Okay, he abandons all defense, which means his defense is lower, which means focus strength, and then heal the girl. Well, she's not even doing anything. There's no point of keeping her alive, really. Is there? Okay, that's okay, I guess. Yeah, I always, I like going there, but I just need to stop myself. I'm just all about my PC, and that's kind of it. Damn, we almost died. I should have healed Kiefer instead. Pilchard pie. I don't want to eat the food my mom made for me. Alright, let's see. Alright, enemy resistances, that means... What's that mean? Focus strength? Oh, I already focused strength, damn it! That wasn't good. Bad idea. This isn't that easy, it looks like. It looks like it's still kind of challenging, but I, of course, am using literal sticks to fight the guy. If he kills me, right? I still have a knife I could use. The problem is that my weapons aren't... They're not making any sort of contact. So, what do you guys think of the Nintendo Direct yesterday? A lot of people are saying they didn't like it, but there was a few games I actually enjoyed seeing there. I really enjoyed seeing that game Paranorma site there, which was it's this mystery adventure game, and there's a sequel to it that's coming out. I was very surprised that they announced that. Wow, we really don't have anything. So I guess the Divine Dagger should be enough for us. It'd be good if I could go back to town. They don't make contact if the weapons are too weak? Yeah, they don't. They don't, but I think if I have Kiefer muster his strength up, it should make something. I wonder if this is even possible. Back you. What? That wasn't enough? I might have to leave. I might have to leave and get better weapons. I can't believe the Divine Dagger's not even enough. Damn, if only I had, like, something else I could use. And why is Kiefer all out of magic? Oh, I didn't even soup up the magic yet. Alright, you know what? Let's let everybody just do their thing. Alright, so let's see. The new Xanadu, yeah, the Kyoto Xanadu. Actually, that looked good. That looked good, and Paranormal Side 2 looked good. I'm gonna try to get Paranormal Side 2 when it comes out in a few weeks and stream that, maybe, if people are interested. I want to stream more than just Dragon Quest. I think I'd like to stream like a lot of the big releases that come out this year. I'm just not sure how interested you guys are in watching that kind of stuff. Like, would you want to watch Requiem and, I don't know, whatever games are coming out this year? Because there's a lot of good stuff coming out this year. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna leave this place and go back to town and get better weapons. Okay. Alright, so we shall zoom back to Emberdale. There's some better weapons. We don't need those. That axe would be good for... Wow, we don't have enough money. How much is it? 640. Hold up. These single files would be good to sell. That is like legendary. Let's sell like 5 of them. Okay. Now I can buy. Maybe that'll be enough to change things. She's like, running away is not gonna help anything. I'm not running away, I'm trying to get my everything together, you know? Wake up! Wake up, you! Well, is there another weapons guy around here? There isn't, right? Alright, we'll zoom on over back to Burnmont. Let's see. It'd be nice to see me play Trails. I might consider doing that right before the second part comes out, because Trails in the Sky Part 2 is coming out, and I didn't get very far in the first game, so I might just get it on PC and try to do that. That would be cool. The way I'm thinking about the current streaming schedule is we're obviously not going to be doing any crazy stuff like we did with DQ2. DQ2 I think was absolutely mental what I was doing with the whole playing 10 hours or 11 hours straight every single time. I think that was I was on something crazy then. But with the sort of chill schedule, we could probably play a little bit of DQ7 every week, and then play maybe something else too, you know, some other RPG too, some other big game that's out. I think that would be cool. Other than the intro being too quick and the pacing being too fast, yeah, I think it is good aside from those few issues. Maybe I should do some grinding. Let's try this out. And I'll just let them do their thing. Just fight wisely. Let's see. Yeah, you basically turn into a streamer. I like streaming. I really do like streaming more. I don't know if I like it more than making videos, but it's more relaxing for me. And I feel like I've always been somebody who can talk to a crowd. I've always done like a very good public speaking in like a school and everything, and doing presentations. So it just comes very naturally to me. There's a lot of YouTubers who can't stream for shit. They don't know how to talk to people in person. They can't be entertaining unless there's a script in front of them. I never thought I was like that. But at the same time, I really do enjoy making like very deep introspective videos on Dragon Quest and such. So I do think there will definitely be some more videos, but I really want to do a lot of streaming here on YouTube, you know. And I'd like to stream more than just DQ. I'd like to stream DQ, you know, once a week and something else on the next day. Like on Sunday, I could play something different, because my DQ streams are very strict. Like, I don't get up, if you haven't noticed. I don't take a lot of bathroom breaks. I don't eat food or anything. A lot of streamers do that. I try to make it kind of like a live Let's Play is what I want it to be. Like a live sort of interactive Let's Play is the way I kind of do it, you know? Alright. Honestly, I can't believe there are people who upload Let's Plays in this current year. That is crazy to me, because Let's Plays are dead. They don't get views, and the whole interactive, you know, process of it, it's not there. You're just kind of talking to yourself. A Let's Play is really a guy talking to himself and recording himself talking to himself and then uploading it. At least with streaming, there's some audience, you know, interaction with the streamer, and you guys can give me tips, and we can like all discover cool stuff together, and it's all live, and it's all kind of hype, you know, there's like hype moments. I feel like Dragon Quest is one of the best games to live stream just because of these bosses. There's like these hype moments where everyone's just watching and trying to see if I can beat the boss, and then when I do, it's pretty awesome. Okay, am I gonna beat this guy? Am I even gonna be able to beat this guy? That, I don't know, but I do know that I gotta equip this. I don't know if that's gonna make a huge difference, but we shall try. We shall try. Is the leather helmet better? Nope. No. Errors. That could come in handy.
Hey.
Alright. Is it me or are there no banks in this game? I'm not sure. Are there no banks in this game? I haven't noticed. DQ streams do... Look, Japanese streamers for Dragon Quest, they just kind of are working with easy mode because everyone there likes Dragon Quest. We're kind of... Here, it's a lot harder because not a lot of people in America even know what Dragon Quest is. So I gotta really make it interesting. Like, look at this stream that right now that you're watching. Isn't the title so interesting that you just kind of have to click on it? You know, it kind of piques your curiosity, doesn't it? Focus strength. I don't see the point. He's just gonna heal. I should just buff Kiefer, honestly. Make him into my guy. All right, flame slash. DQ1 H2D bosses were insane. They were like, that was, you know, the hype moment I'm telling you about, where everyone was just kind of wondering, oh, are you gonna be able to beat him? I think I might be cooked. Alright, wait, so the muster strength actually It lasts 2 turns? Kind of crazy, actually. Or no, it doesn't. I'm glad you aren't sleeping right now. You know, it's a Friday night. I feel like Friday night is the best time to do a Dragon Quest stream, honestly. Alright, this guy's got his thing totally low right now, which means... Focus strength? I mean, his defense is still pretty low, which means... I could just attack him. It'll work. Slash. Okay. That's not good. And Kiefer's not even... He's not able to do anything, so... Using fire against severed head bosses? Yep, I am. I'm using fire, but like, I'm being very strategic about my use of fire because... Okay.
Here I go! I owe you one.
Okay, that was good. Maybe Kiefer can take him. Maybe he can take his ass. Probably not, honestly. It looks like I'm cooked. I'm thinking we need a little more grinding, is what it seems like. All right. I am not gonna get used to this. I'm not gonna get used to this thing. The phrase goes crazy in this game. Alright, we're gonna grind because this game's very easy to grind. What do these guys want? Wait, it's over. It's not over yet. There's a ton of people who need to throw their fire into the thing. Maybe make it Maribel the item healer. That could work. I'm gonna grind a little. Or not really grind, but just have everyone fight more monsters because they're too easy to avoid. Too damn easy to avoid. Actors looking like. It's not quite as easy as people think, but I think it is rather easy for a Dragon Quest game. That's what it seems like. Max Draconian and DQ11 might have been too hard, honestly. I think it was giving you too many restrictions, like you can't buy things. I think that's stupid. Even though I didn't buy anything in some Dragon Quest games. Alright, let's see what we got here. Plain clothes, crap. Crap, mega crap. This is the first mainline game where Kefriz can be used by a playable character. It's usually a boss or enemy skill. However, Maribel or Kefriz. Yeah, I can. They're doing a lot of changes, you know. I think Dragon Quest HD2D also was the first game that introduced Crackle Slash for characters. One thing I'm really worried about is that Yggdrasil leaf. I'm worried that like the AI will use the Yggdrasil leaf without me giving it to them. You know what I mean? Because I want to save that thing. Yeah, 11 Draconian with stronger monsters, like just a typical, difficulty is fine. You know, I'm fine with that. I guess heroes if you count it. Also, Crackle Slash was usable by the Smash heroes, which is funny. What is this? I want to get to the point where I can dispatch enemies without even fighting them. Damn! Leave her alone! Is there a way to make them not use my herbs?
Right, here I go!
You theorize that we will begin Heroes 3 this year. I think that could happen. It could be beneficial for the franchise. A Heroes game. Took you long enough. Took you damn long enough. I'll take anything at this point. I'll take Heroes, I'll take Builders 3. Builders 3 I think would go hard, honestly, but not likely, sadly. Damn, okay. I do prefer the vibe of the PS1 version. I prefer the PS1 version for a lot of reasons. I really do, but... Watch the DQ12 reveal only be the art for the main hero and that's it. You know, I'll take it. I'll honestly take it. Okay, scale shield, which means we can ditch this crappy old shield. Finally get myself a scale one. Tornico spinoff. I feel like they need to cut it out with the Tornico's crap. They keep on like making these Tornico spinoffs. DQ Mystery Dungeon. If they were to do like a roguelike Dragon Quest, that would be a good idea, especially with how huge the genre is right now, but I don't know if they'll be able to pull it off properly. Where's gonna follow the arrows?
Hey!
Dragon Quest card. Yeah, I would be down for that. I'd be down for Dragon Quest card or a Dragon Quest like fighting game. Like a crossover DQ fighter where you're playing as all the different characters. Heir Apparent. Mensana. They could release Itadaki Street for PS2. That would be cool, but I wonder how likely that is, you know? We need an Itadaki Street, but the thing is about Fortune Street is that they do crossover usually. So they did the Mario Dragon Quest one and they did the Final Fantasy Dragon Quest one. So what would be the next one if they were to do another crossover, Fortune Street crossover? It would be something cross Dragon Quest, right? What would you want to see in a Dragon Quest crossover? Like Final Fantasy again? I don't know. Damn, bro, okay. Damn, alright.
Here we go!
Oh, cheers!
Dragon Quest and Sonic, Star Ocean Dragon Quest. Look, I think it's almost time for Persona Dragon Quest, let's be real. Either that or
Knew I had it in me.
something else. Like, there's a lot of possibilities, you know. I think they're just gonna do Final Fantasy Dragon Quest, though. I feel like that's more likely. We're all leveled up and looking good, right? Oh, wait. We're all looking good? Yeah, I think we...
Hey,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Persona Dragon Quest? I think that'd slap, honestly. That would be really cool. Like, who wouldn't play that? Like a board game, you know, Mario Party a game, but like with all the Persona characters and all the Dragon Quest characters and maybe Final Fantasy. Like, there should be like an ultimate RPG game where it's like Smash Brothers, except it's all anime sword fighters, and we get to we cultured enjoyers of JRPGs will enjoy that game quite a bit then.
Here comes the heat.
I gotta say, the grinding is so easy in this game because you just kind of like let it rip, and it just does its thing. I don't think a Deku character has ever gone to school. Well, I think some have. I bet Kiefer probably has because he's a prince. But I think most Persona or Dragon Quest characters haven't. Alright, we're getting close. I think we can beat the guy now. Get away from me, you cat! I'm allergic! Get away from me! Back, you animal! I like how the cats jingle, their little bell jingles when they move. Did you hear that? The cat's little bell jingles when he moves around. I didn't realize they do that. Dragon Quest Mistwalker collab, like a modern day Chrono Trigger. That'd be pretty interesting. Armor Project and Mistwalker unite. Dragon Quest Pokemon, and you can like catch the monsters, you can like catch the slime and the all these guys, like the heel slime. Damn it. What is Mistwalker doing these days? I swear they announced something. They just released that Fantasia, right? Which people are saying is pretty good. I don't know what else he's doing right now. That's just the DQ Monsters games. You know, what's funny is I don't think Dragon Quest Monsters is very similar to Pokemon, aside from concept. Like, the whole idea behind it is obviously a Pokemon rip because they want to make some extra cash, but the gameplay is a lot more like Shin Megami Tensei. You know, that's more like what the game's like. If they did an actual Dragon Quest Monsters, but it's Pokemon, I think that would be pretty cool. They had an opportunity with this Dark Prince game to make a online multiplayer Pokemon clone that kind of to the Pokemon killer basically, and I feel like they royally screwed that up. It's so weird that holding X is to skip the cutscenes in this game, but holding Y is to skip the cutscenes in the HD2D games. It really shows you that these two teams were not collaborating or talking to each other at all. They had no idea what the other team was doing. Like, it's so obvious that these are two different, you know. Alright, let's see. Aqua Slash. Ooh, that's gonna hurt him like really badly. Okay, yeah, no, not really, but it was worth a try. Frizz. Significantly increases attack power by removing status ailments. So if he has a status ailment and he removes it, then he gets super strong from it. Damn, I guess I want a status ailment then. Hell yeah.
Here comes the heat.
Right.
Okay, this is probably Mensana, maybe? I have a status ailment, though. I have my... Well, I guess not.
What? I owe you one.
Here I come.
Okay, so now elemental attacks are stronger now, right? Leave her alone.
Here comes the heat.
There really is no downside to using these skills, is there? I guess I can afford one Aqua Slash, and then I'll heal. Because when he's like this, there's not, you don't have a lot of chances, you know? Focus strength? Yeah. Okay, nice. I guess he's strong enough to attack. I guess I'll buff him up.
Here comes the heat.
Damn, okay. Aqua Slash makes enemies weak to lightning. Interesting. What's your progress for getting to Square Enix and making a Dragon Quest game? Oh, man, I'm way too far away to do that at this point. I have to, like, get to know Yuji Horii and, like, get him to understand my vision for the franchise. Okay, so I'm probably cooked, but I think I know what to do next. He has a way he does things, you know? What I need to do is block the Fiery Inferno with Ocean's Devotion. I need to time my using everything, basically. So we're gonna try this one more time. Alright, let's retry battle. I think I got this. I got this. Wait, what? You lose half your gold? This game can't decide if it's easy or if it's a difficult game. Why do they make you lose your gold? That doesn't... I mean, I get it, but that's very strange how the game is easy, but then it's very punishing also. Weird. Alright, follow orders. I didn't realize it does that. I guess I'll buff myself, maybe, or... I guess I'll just Aqua Slash. Now, I'm not gonna let loose yet. I'll do it when the time is right. Until then... We'll do all these let loose things all at once when he does that thing, right? Let's see. Restarting the game might be a better option, but weird it wasn't an option. Yeah, it is weird, right? We'll just keep... Isn't he gonna do the thing? He's absolutely furious, which means... Wait a minute, so... If he's absolutely furious, he's gonna do his thing next. So we do that. We do that thing then. I'll hold off on that for now. If only I had that Ocean's Devotion earlier, I would have done a lot better. So we go like that, 27. And then he can let loose. Push. Redoubled force. I guess I might as well just attack then.
Here comes the heat.
Hopefully this works. They're gonna work. His defense is still low, or yeah.
Here comes the heat.
Damn. Okay. Even with that good strategy I had, it's still tough. Come on. I think I'm cooked. I think I'm very cooked right now. I've played the DQ123 delocalized ROM hacks for the NES, right? You're talking about those ones. I would highly recommend them because they restore all the graphics, like the church graphics and everything. Pretty good for the most part. Alright, last autosave. So, you don't lose your... Wait a minute. How much gold? This is so weird. They didn't even think this through very well. I gained gold by going back to my last autosave. Isn't this weird? We gotta grind more. We're not strong enough yet. Alright, fine. Let's zoom on back to Burnmont. Yeah, those ROM hacks are good. I think there was someone working on a ROM hack that would take the script from the current Dragon Quest localizations, like the mobile ports, and put them back in the old ones to make them more consistent. But that never went anywhere. That was going on for years. And then there was, there's the delocalized version, which is just my preferred way of playing it. They should have cut anything from this game. This game should have been uncut. It should have been completely what it was supposed to be, you know? There should have been nothing cut from the game at all. What kind of remake cuts content? How does that even make sense, you know? There shouldn't be any cut content from a remake. Every remake should have, you know, whatever was in the original game. Like you know, like Persona 3 Reload, for example. You know, people, I have my problems with that game, but at least all the content from the original is there. Even everything that people hated was still there, you know? I think a remake should even have the stuff people hate, because somebody out there is gonna like that content, you know? The 3DS barely cut much. The 3DS version was rather true to the original. It was... It cut the intro bit and some things here and there, but it was quite true to the original. This version of the game just cut so much, you know. And yeah, they made some islands optional, and I heard that the islands that are optional have no story relevance whatsoever, and that you don't even find any kind of island shards there. They are just completely optional, which is very strange. They're just like side quests, essentially, is all they are. I hate these little bodkin archers. I wish there was a way to make it so that the party AI won't use any of those special skills like Ocean's Devotion or anything.
Easy peasy.
How's about that?
Alright, Kiefer. Let's see. How do I change the tactics?
Hey.
Trying to check out the tactics. I might as well have them show no mercy. Like, why use any kind of healing? Damn, bro, okay. Why are they healing each other if this is Show No Mercy? They're not supposed to heal, aren't they? They're just supposed to attack with no healing at all. Isn't that the whole point? That guy just standing there. Wasn't expecting this. So she learned Crack Spell. That's good. That'll come in handy for the boss, actually. That could be what we need, but I'm gonna push it a little more. So, yeah, obviously. What happens if I step in the lava? Intrusive thoughts are activating right now. Not gonna lie. Yuji Horii is too nice these days. I agree. I feel like I was reading the interview, and it seemed like this was all the new producer's idea, and Yuji Horii just kind of went along with what the producer was demanding, you know? Here's the thing, my worry is that this is what 12's gonna be like, is that 12's gonna have, like, all these quality of life features, you know? No death, none of this stuff, you know? He's level 8. Wait. Like I said, I don't think this is a Horii issue. I think this is more of a Square Enix issue, or more of a producer-led issue, you know? More of like a, oh, we want to sell this to as many people as possible, so you need to stop making these games so difficult. You know, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth just announced the Switch version, and the game has a super easy mode that basically you do 999 damage or 9,000 whatever damage. You kill every enemy in one hit, and it's actually ridiculous. And apparently, you can just beat the game like that in the new FF7 Rebirth, which I find that to be completely insane. That's even worse than what's going on with Dragon Quest. At least Dragon Quest doesn't have a win button, you know. That's crazy. So that, to me, that's like what Square Enix is trying to do now. Square Enix just wants every game to be super easy, so literally anybody can beat them because they can't handle Dragon Quest not selling a ton of copies in the West. And for some reason, they think that the answer to selling copies is making the game easier, even though people in the West like hard games. We enjoy very difficult games. Difficult games are constantly going viral and constantly, you know, making the charts. We like difficult games. It's not that they're not difficult, it's the fact that you guys don't, you know, promote these games at all. Nobody's ever heard of these games because your marketing team is awful. This could easily be a worldwide phenomenon, this franchise, and Square Enix has the worst marketers on the planet, you know, working on this franchise. It really is bad, you know? Like, why are there no McDonald's toys for Dragon Quest? Why is there nothing in stores for Dragon Quest, you know? Kind of insulting. It really is. No, I wouldn't consider this a true definitive edition. As much as it is, I'm having fun, honestly. I do think it's a fun game. But there's a lot of bad stuff in this game that I don't want to see in future Dragon Quest games, and it's seeming like this. We have to resist these sort of changes, you know, because they are bad changes that they're making. Do Japanese DQ fans like it being difficult? I've seen some Japanese DQ fans who also don't like it. They're not super happy with it, but then some of them are happy with it. There's a lot of vocal voices who are like, oh, they'll praise anything Dragon Quest does. They'll never criticize the franchise because, you know, it's their precious Dragon Quest. They have nothing bad to say about it. It's still fun because it's Dragon Quest, because it's DQ7, you know? Have I played the other two DQ7 games? Yep, I played both of them. I played and beat both the PS1 game and the 3DS version, and I mostly prefer the PS1 game. I think the PS1 version really did get it right the first time, you know. 3DS version wasn't terrible. I still think I would definitely recommend playing the 3DS version if you don't have the means to play the PS1 version, and I have for years. I've told people who were trying to get into the franchise that playing the 3DS version is a good option. But I'll always prefer the PS1 game. The PS1 game always just had, you know, that mystery to it, you know? It was the original game. It was something that could only be made at the time during the 90s. Well, she is poisoned like crazy. When am I going to do a charity stream playing every DQ and not stopping till you beat every game? You know, I thought about doing like a marathon where if 12 gets announced and has a release date, the idea would be beating every single Dragon Quest game before 12 comes out, right? And I thought that would be cool, but the thing is, we already played on stream, we already played 1, 2, and 3, and we're playing 7 right now. So by the time that even gets announced, I'll probably be done with 4 different Dragon Quest games, or am I going to just replay 1, 2, and 3 again? Because I don't think I have that in me, you know? I think I maybe I'd go through the Zenithian trilogy. I think that's definitely a possibility, but it remains to be seen, you know? It really does. Plus, I feel like they're just going to remake the Zenithian trilogy anyway. That's why I'm so hesitant to even talk about it, because I feel like they're going to remake the Zenithian trilogy, and I think they're going to somehow try to link it to the Erdrick trilogy. I think they're going to do some kind of thing in the Zenithian games and be like, oh, well, it's actually part of the Erdrick trilogy too. It seems like they're really trying to make everything link with the Erdrick trilogy, you know? Just this past week, actually, Square Enix Japan announced something for their investors, their stock investors. They announced a special coin, this commemorative medal made out of pure silver, and it's given away to 400 random investors who invest more than $5,000 into Square Enix in Japan only, right? And you'll get thrown into this lottery to get the coin. The coin has the Dragon Quest 40th anniversary logo on the front, and on the back it has the Ramia emblem with the, you know, Erdrick's emblem, which, you know, makes me think, because the 40th anniversary sort of thing has Erdrick's emblem on it, it makes me think that maybe they won't be abandoning the Erdrick trilogy with 12. and that maybe the goal is for them to make everything connected, you know? Make the Zenithian trilogy somehow become part of the Urger trilogy too, because until now, every single Dragon Quest game connects to the Urger trilogy except for 4, 5, and 6. Those are the odd ones out, you know? They're the only ones that aren't directly connected to Urger trilogy. You can make an argument that, you know, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 are all part of the Urger trilogy as well, but you can't say that for 4, 5, and 6, really. You really can't. Do I think this game will have any connections to the other games? Well, you know, I have talked to somebody who's had their hands on this game for over a month, and they would have told me, I feel like. So I don't think so. Plus, it just feels like there's no, you know, communication going on between these developers, the people working on this game, and the people working on Dragon Quest HD2D, and the people working on Reimagined games. If the Zenithian trilogy is an HD2D game with a rotating camera, then we're good. We're pretty much good then. That could be peak Dragon Quest right there. Imagine 4 with voice acting. Just imagine that. That could be absolute peak gaming if the HD2D team works on it. But if this team works on 4, 5, and 6, I'm going to be really, really worried about that because, man, I feel like this game should be a learning experience for the Dragon Quest team, you know what I mean? It really should be. They should realize what they did wrong with this and what they did right with this and try to work on that going forward, you know? The HD2D games are so good and so close to being perfect that I really don't have much problem with them, you know? I don't want them on 4, 5, and 6 either, these guys. I'd rather have the HD2D team at this point. Alright, you got Lightning Slash. Can see, you know what? I really could see this team doing 9. This game looks like 9. This game looks like how I remember 9. You know when you played 9 on the DS? This is like what was going on in my head, the way this game looks. I feel like this reimagined style would work really well for 9, but it wouldn't work very well for the Zenithian trilogy. I think the Zenithian trilogy needs something like a bigger scope, something larger than life, you know? You know what, an 8 remake would be the safest thing that Square Enix could do next. I feel like an 8 remake would just please everyone, you know? Just make it pretty much the same as the original, but with better graphics and all the 3DS content, and you'll pretty much have a winner there, you know? Alright, I think we can take this guy. I was really close last time anyway, so... Wish Your Story and the Die anime would get physical release in the US. Same here, honestly. I really want Your Story on Blu-ray. I think that would be great, but it's only available, you know, on Netflix. That means that, like, one day it could be gone, you know? Let's see how strong this is. Not really strong, but okay. So this is the game's way of teaching you how to use the elemental weaknesses early. Very clever, actually, I gotta say. Ew. I'll keep my let loose for now. I'll hold on to it. Now I'll hold on to that too. He's absolutely furious. Heal myself. And she could... I guess she could crack. And he can let loose.
Here I go!
He can focus strength. And then in the next move, he'll use his lightning slash and it'll be super strong. Wait, I thought crack was supposed to work. Oh, so he swapped his... Okay, I see how it is. Damn, 79. That's wild.
Right. Here I come.
I think I'll focus strength again. Or that thing's gonna wear off, right? Which means I think I should just lightning slash it again. Yeah, I'm still not gonna slash it again. Screw it.
Chin up.
Why is crack not working now? Focus strength one does twice damage. Alright, that's fine then. We won't do that focus strength again. Okay, he's almost dead anyway. Damn it, you killed Kiefer! Okay, we're okay now. Aqua Slash is still doing crap damage. I might as well heal the girl. She's the only one who's actually like doing pretty decent. Maribel's surprisingly doing really well. Might as well heal her too. Can I beat him, please? Damn. Okay. We had his ass. We had him. We had him on the ropes. Alright, let's try this one more time. Oh. Yeah. Autosave instead of... I was really close that time. Spam slime stuff? Do I even have one of those? The glowing inferno. So let's see. Will Aqua Slash gonna do any damage? Not really.
Right.
I will do the double when he does his thing, right? But for now, just lightning slash it up. Absolute Furious, which means heal her.
Oh, cheers.
I'm gonna focus strength because I think that'll be a good idea. So crack is not gonna work. Okay. Single file. Well, I'll just let her do her thing. And now lightning slash will do really, really high damage, right? Might as well use a single fun guy. Well,
There we go. Don't waste it.
damn. Okay. I'll give it to him.
All set.
Damn, why does Kiefer always die at this point?
Oh, cheers.
Leave her alone, damn it.
Oh, cheers.
Didn't do too bad. Heal yourself.
Come on, you dolt. Here I come.
Not really gonna do much, but what else can I do? I guess she could single file herself.
Come on, you dolt.
Damn it! Well, I'm screwed. Come on, come on. Okay, only he won. Only he won. That was actually pretty tough.
I have been defeated, and by humans no less. But my overthrow is of no consequence. Though I perish, the black flame itself cannot be extinguished. Soon, fools, you shall witness its unbearable power.
Well, that was quite a clutch victory right there, and everyone died except for me. All that matters is that we won. Okay, this game's not that easy. It's hard, but like it's hard if you're not leveled up, basically. Still, removing death is kind of stupid. Anyway. Yeah, why not jump down a strange hole in the ground? Why not? And chat is going by so fast. I was really locked in the fight, so I wasn't really paying attention to chat at all. Sometimes I just get locked in, you know? Let me take a look. Let me take a look at what you guys are talking about. I fought no one and brought no equipment. So that is how we do hard mode. That's hard mode in Dragon Quest VII. You just don't have anything equipped, and you don't fight anybody, you don't grind, and the hard mode is activated. You activate hard mode that way, basically. I discovered how to activate hard mode in Dragon Quest VII Reimagined, everyone. No need to thank me. You can all play exactly the way I do for a proper challenge now. But I always go into boss fights completely under level. It's always so fun. It's like, oh, you think you can take me? Oh, look at that giant fireball you guys were throwing your thing. You guys almost blew up the place.
What? Huh? Huh? Oh.
Black flames.
Huh?
Cool, blimey.
There you are! What in heaven happened down there? You need to tell me exactly what you did and what you saw, and don't leave anything out, okay? Don't give over. What reason have you got not to tell me what happened? You need to tell me exactly what you did and what you saw, and don't leave anything out, okay? Oh, well, that don't sound too clever. And from look of it, I doubt we'll be getting rid of these black flames too easily. But we've got to do something. I mean, we know what'll happen if we just leave it be.
Is there not some way of putting it out, Pamela?
I was just wondering that myself, Gaffer. If there is a way, I don't know of it.
Well, can't you do a prediction or something? I thought you were supposed to be an all-knowing fortune teller.
Oh, did you know? And there was me thinking I would note but a medicine woman. You're lucky I'm in a good mood, lad. I'll see what I can see. I can see summit. I can see a man. A right grubby man, if I'm honest. And in no fit state to boot. He's holding summit in his hand. A vase, is it? No, a bottle. And there's some kind of liquid in it. Hold up! It's you! The burning greed! You're there! And you're having a right old chinwag with him and all. Sorry, that's your lot. If I were to guess, I'd say the spirits are trying to tell us that whatever's in that bottle can put out the black flames here. And if we're to find the liquid, we'll need to find the man who's got it. Have you any idea who he might be? Think, lad. You must know him. I could see the two of you in the same room together. It's got to be someone you know.
I think they're talking about Pike. I just have this weird feeling it's Pike.
Think, lad. You must know.
Alright.
Got to... What's that? You've got the bottle we need from that fella already? Well, why didn't you say so? Hurry up, Hen. Chuck whatever's in it on these flames and let's see if it doesn't put the blessed things out. That's the stuff!
Well, would you look at that? It's gone.
Hey, thank crikey for that. If you lot hadn't stuck around till the bitter end, we'd have been in a right pickle. Looks like me vision won't be coming true after all.
I must apologise for doubting you, Pamela. Same goes for you lot. I wasn't wrong from the off.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. The gaffer admitting he were mistaken. Not even I saw that one coming.
There's not a doubt in my mind that you lot have saved us from a real disaster. I just wish I could offer you more than me thanks.
Well, there is one thing we could use your help with, actually. Do you think you could do something about that big rock outside the village? As long as it's there, well, we're in a bit of hot water.
Is that all? Consider it done. In fact, we'll have the whole island looking spick and span by tomorrow morning. You just wait. Right, everyone, that's quite enough excitement for 1 year. I hereby declare the ritual over. Now, let's get back to Emberdale. Put the kettle on. This calls for a brew. Of course, there'll be plenty to go around. We can't have the heroes who saved our village missing out on a nice strong brew now, can we? That's why I'm making you our guests of honor tonight. You'll have the time of your lives, I promise. See you back there.
thanks.
Alright, so it looks like that's over with. So you're asking if I ever played the RPG Maker games. I own like every single one on PC, but I never played the console one. If the console one's good, it'd be interested in trying it out. You know, I like RPG Maker just because it really simplifies the whole process of making a game like that. You don't have to rebuild the entire engine from scratch, you know. Look at most RPG Maker games are not very good. Not good at all.
Hey.
Alright, the festival's over. That was rather quick compared to what you might expect. I feel like that was a lot faster than it was in the original, you know? What's she gonna give us? How does she know that we want that? How does she know? Lilith was a RPG Maker game. I own that, but I haven't really played much of it. There's some really good games on RPG Maker. There really are, but the people who do that are just good game makers in general. They're able to exploit the engine to use it to their advantage. You could make a kick-ass Dragon Quest game on RPG Maker. It's possible.
Hey.
Very possible. I don't need a whole team. Maybe one day, when after DQ12 is over and everything, I'll just make my own game. Wouldn't that be pretty crazy? Make my own RPG. That'd be pretty awesome. What is the most underrated mainline DQ in my opinion? Let me think. Maybe 2. I feel like 2 was always the most underrated, and I think the remake of 2 really proves why it deserved, you know, better than what it got, you know? It would probably have to be 2. 9 is the one that needs a remake. I agree, 9 needs a remake because it's... I've said this in a previous stream, but look at that guy. You can't replicate the 9 experience anymore. You just can't play it. If you boot up an emulator and play 9 on your DS or whatever, or just get 9 on your DS even now and try playing it, it really won't be the same. It's one of those things where you had to be there and had to be surrounded by other Dragon Quest fans who are also playing it in order to get the full experience. It's kind of unfortunate that games like that exist where, you know, after a certain amount of time, it's kind of over, you kind of missed the boat. But they could remake it in the same sort of spirit as the original, you know? It's possible. It's very possible. This guy, I think we can take this guy. Let's go. Let's take his ass. Vicious. You know who's vicious? We're vicious. Alright. That's right. Take that. Ha! Fool. Absolutely furious, huh? Lightning slash. Oh, flame slash. That'll work. You can be furious, and we're gonna block your attack with my Ocean's Devotion. These both work really well. Frizz's is maybe better? Oh, he's calling for backup. Screw these guys. That is like cheating. Well, I guess we gotta take these guys out first.
Here comes the heat.
Damn, bro. Damn, okay. Frizzle by this point. Damn, okay, leave me alone. Leave me alone right now. Oh, he's annoying. This guy's annoying as hell. Yeah, well, you know, we can... I'm just gonna attack this guy, probably. You know what? I'll just leave it to you. Here, I'll watch chat while I'll read chat while the compute my my team fights for me. Let's see. They won't even give us DQ10 here, online or off. Yeah, they won't. I don't think they ever will.
I owe you one.
Seeming less and less likely. Time to kill this guy. You leave for the army in 2 weeks. Well, good luck with that. Are you going for basic training, or are you getting deployed?
Cheers. Watch this.
Oh, the hallucination's a good idea. Don't call for backup.
Here I come.
Right, here I go!
Let's see, what's the most overrated mainline DQ game in your opinion? Let me think. Let me think about that. Most overrated, so... That's a good question. It might be 8. Or actually, you know, it's 11. 11 is the most overrated, actually. I think 11 definitely is the most overrated. For sure. So, because I feel so many people are always like, oh, 11 is the game you should play, 11 is the best starting point, all that stuff. Basic and infantry training in Georgia. So what is that, Fort Gordon? That's what it was called, right? Or unless it changed the name of it. It's been a while since I've been there. Shoot! I think they changed it. No, DQ8, actually, I think DQ8 is really good. I don't think DQ8 is overrated. I think 11 is the most overrated. I think 11 definitely is the most overrated.
I owe you one.
Oh, it's Fort Benning. Yeah, I heard a lot of bad stuff about that place.
I owe you one.
Hurts rough there. You'll be fine. You'll just all you gotta do is just don't give up, and you'll make it through. That's all. Fort Moore. Oh my god, this is ridiculous! Wow, we got smoked. We got cooked. We got completely cooked. The second worst place is Fort Benning. What was the worst one again? I know Jackson's not that bad. Get away from me, you talking cat! Yeah, I think my level is too low. I definitely think it is.
So, the volcano didn't erupt, and Emberdale is safe. And it's all thanks to us. Still, much as I love being a hero, right now I'm more interested in whether any more islands have appeared. If they have, someone at the castle is sure to know about it. Let's head over there and find out.
Am I military? Former military, yes. I'm no longer in the service anymore, but I was in the US Army for 6 years, and recently got out. I actually wrote a lot of Dragon Quest videos while I was in AIT. It's kind of funny. But yeah, I was in the Guard for a little while. I was a 25 Bravo. Let's see. So, what's next? What are we doing? Gotcha. So, we're back. We should go to the castle, because, oh yeah, because we didn't see the fight they were having yet, did we? Yeah, I don't talk about it too much. It's kind of just part of my life. I kind of... very traumatizing part of my life, you know? Okay. I had a lot of fun. You meet a lot of good people there. You make a lot of good friends. Some of your best friends you'll meet there, you know? And it is tough, but it's not that bad. Present-day version of that town. Right, right. That's the castle. But Maribel said we should go to the castle first. All right. We'll go. We'll go check out the castle first.
Oh.
Yeah, definitely the Dragon Quest specialist for sure. The official Dragon Quest MOS. That would be very good fit. I feel like.
Hey.
Oh, Pike. What about Pike? Whatever happened to that guy? He wants to make money off the island.
Huh?
Alright, let's go.
Hey.
There probably is another island. I think the new island will show up when we go to the top roof. It'll probably like form, like you'll hear the rumbling and then it'll show up, right?
Oh.
Alright, let's go see the King of the Throne. I kind of want to talk to everybody in the castle, but at the same time, I'd really like the story to just get along, you know? I'm sure there'll be plenty of time for that later, unless there's like some kind of lore I'm missing. Oh, right, the mini medals. We should go trade those in.
Oh.
There's only 3. Poison needle. Oh, it's already there. Well, we'll go talk to the king anyway. Oh, look, the princess is on the throne.
Hey.
Okay.
Welcome home, my boy. You and your intrepid companions. Our learned friend here has told me all about your recent activities. Something I could not help but notice that you were loath to do. In any case, if what he tells us is true, it would appear that this world once contained a great number of islands. At some point, however, and for reasons unknown to us, they all disappeared. And now, your actions are bringing them back. I am led to believe, in fact, that a new island may even have appeared as a result of your latest excursion. I must admit, I am skeptical of these claims, which is why I have dispatched a party to investigate. If they confirm the presence of another new island, then I suppose I will have no choice but to believe Dermot's explanation. And to believe you too, Kiefer. Now, we should be receiving a report back from them any moment. At which point, we...
I bring a message, Your Majesty, from the party sent to investigate the new island. We have confirmed the presence of a new landmass, a volcanic island some distance to the north of the one which appeared the other day.
Thank you. You may stand down.
Yes, Your Highness.
Well, that settles it, I suppose. I must bow before your wisdom, old friend.
As well you should.
I should have believed you. Please, you must accept my deepest apologies.
Now, Kiefer, if not for the efforts of you and your friends, this truth would have evaded us. You have done our realm a great service, and for this I am grateful. However, I cannot allow you to continue to put yourself at risk so recklessly. Young man, your adventuring days are over.
Your Majesty, this isn't what you promised.
My son, you must understand, you are the future king of Estard. You must leave the task of restoring the Lost Islands to others and focus on your royal duties.
And that goes for you too, Maribel. No more adventures. You had us worried sick, young lady. To think if anything had happened to you, I would have... Well, I don't know what I would have done. Anyway, that's enough of that. It's home with you.
Right, all right, I'm coming. You don't need to drag me.
My lad, you have no idea how happy it makes me to hear tales of your bravery. But there's no point having guts if you don't know when to call it a day. Let's make a quiet exit of our own, shall we? You know, I always thought you were a cautious lad. I didn't expect you to go in for all that daring do malarkey. Anyway, I'm not gonna lay down the law like King Donald or Mare Maid and tell you that you can't be going off adventuring. But, on the other hand, there's nothing daring or heroic about running off without a by your leave and making folks worry about you. So, I'll ask you straight, lad. Do you mean to go off adventuring again anytime soon?
Bro, he's such a great dad. He's like so supportive of you, man. He's like such a great guy, right, Pollock? Anyway, I heard something interesting. What if we just say no? What would happen then, huh? What if we're just done? Will the credits just roll, you think? Maybe do you mean to go off adventuring? Nah, I think we're good. We're done.
Oh, really? To be frank, I thought you'd have set your heart on continuing your adventures. So, I'll ask you again. Do you mean to go off adventuring again anytime soon? Come on, son. You could be honest with me. You're just saying that because you think that's what I want to hear. You're actually planning to go off adventuring again, aren't you? Look, you don't have to pretend on my account, or your mother's. You feel it in your bones, don't you? A call to adventure. Just think of all the islands that'll remain lost if you don't pick up where you left off. You feel the need to set things right, don't you? All right, all right. I haven't much choice but to believe you. I suppose your adventures are at an end then. Just look back on them as your last hurrah before you became a proper grown-up. It's getting late. You best get a good night's rest. It's a big day for you tomorrow. I'll be showing you the ropes out at sea. We'll make a fine fisherman out of you, my boy. Mark my words.
Wait, what? They came at an end? A fisherman? Many islands remain sealed away in the darkness. Is this like a special ending? Secret ending! Oh my goodness! Well, you guys, we beat the whole entire game. The entire game is beaten. We beat Dragon Quest VII Reimagined. That's the end of the game.
son.
Nope.
Come on, son. Wakey, wakey. I know you're tired, but we're trying to have an important chat here. You can go to bed afterwards. You look like you seen a ghost. Bad dream, was it? Well, anyway, your mother and I want to talk about this adventuring of yours. So, I'll ask you straight, lad. Do you mean to go off adventuring again anytime soon? Are you absolutely determined? Even if it means you have to do it all on your own without any of your little friends to help you. Well, in that case, I won't stand in your way. You're a young man now. It's only natural for you to want to be spreading your wings, trying new things. Just don't do anything stupid, you hear? There's nothing brave about sticking around to take a beating when you could have run and saved yourself. Well, it's getting late, and you're going to be needing your sleep by the sounds of it. Good night, lad.
Bro, he's such a cool guy, man. He's like, you know, everyone else's parents are like, you can't go adventuring. He's like, you know, I get it. I'll let you go. What an absolute bro, gotta say. And the mom's even cool with it too, right? Pollock definitely one of the best dads in the whole franchise, by far. All right, so what if I go outside? Honestly, the game does look amazing indoors. I love these textures, the lighting, everything about it. You know, I even like the little text box. Like, there's so much the game does good, and it's only bogged down by things it does bad. I feel like a mod would really make this game good. I feel like a mod that gets rid of, makes it feel more like a classic Dragon Quest experience, makes it a little more difficult, would make this into a definitive experience. Aside from the cut islands, of course, you can't really get those back, but
Finally! What time do you call this? I thought you were going to make me wait all day. Well, at least somebody slept well. I was up all night trying to talk some sense into my boneheaded father. Anyway, I bet you're thinking of going off adventuring on your own now that we're not allowed to come, aren't you? Oh, come on. Can't fool me, you know. Well, there's no way I'm letting you have all the fun. I've spoken to my father, and he's agreed to let me come with you. Now, in that meeting yesterday, they said something about a volcanic island way off to the north, didn't they? Well then, I think that should be our next port of call. Let's get going, shall we? Oh, I nearly forgot. I wanted to talk to you about Kiefer. I think we just have to accept that he can't come with us. His father is right. He is royalty after all. It'll be hard with just the two of us, but I'm sure we can manage.
Alright, so Maribel somehow convinced Mare to let... How did she do that? How'd she convince him? I don't know if I like this dress on her. Let's see. There were 14 day one mods dropped. So were they mods trying to, like, restore the game to its original form? Is that what the mod was? Because that wouldn't be too bad, honestly. I feel like this game could be modded to become as good as the previous versions, maybe even better. It's very possible, it seems like, you know? I don't really like Maribel wearing that dress, so I just wanna... I like her wearing her old school clothes, you know? Okay, here's my question. How do I get the Dragon Quest VIII costume? Isn't that like supposed to be a thing? That's supposed to be a thing, right? The 8 costume and the Luminary costume? Where do I get those? Or do they not unlock yet? Trying to see. Deluxe edition. Okay. Early bird bonus. Progressing in the game. Claim special menu. The Trodean Togs. Has anybody figured out how to get the Dragon Quest VIII costume yet? I would very much like to wear that. It says it's an early bird bonus. And that you get it if you buy the game before March. System menu? Okay, let's take a look. I don't see... It's not one of these, right? It's something else. System menu. Which menu is it? Is it under claim special rewards? Because I don't see it here. Oh my god. So wait, let me get this straight. Because I have a review copy of the game, I don't get the costume? That's stupid. I should get it then, shouldn't I? Doesn't that make 0 sense? I should have just bought it then. Did I even download it? Yeah, I'm sure all this stuff is supposed to all download automatically. Isn't that how it works? How is it that I have some things but I don't have everything? The demo player perk. The way Steam works is it downloads all the DLC. It doesn't leave any DLC out. I'm pretty sure. Hold up. I'm gonna take a look real quick. Alright, let's see. I'm looking at the store page, the DLC. Additional DLC sets. Wow, that's pretty wild. I don't have... How do I not have it? That doesn't even make sense. That literally doesn't even make sense. Right? The additional DLC set... First of all, I don't have the DLC. They should have given me the DLC with the review copy. So, did I actually get screwed out of it because I got a review copy instead of buying the copy myself? That's really dumb.
Hey.
I get that the green outfits is best, but like I still want the Trodean Togs. And they're never gonna release it again after this. Because it's an early purchase bonus, right? Dude, they gotta fix that. They gotta fix that. So everybody else back at home, you guys all have the Trodean Togs. That is a huge blunder if that's the case. See, the 11 outfit makes everyone look like shit. Nobody looks good wearing 11's outfit. I'm surprised they even put that in the game. You know what would have been cool if they gave you like Erdrick's costume or something like that. Like,
let's get this thing moved, shall we? On 3. 1, 2, 3. It's no good. We're never going to move it on our own. What are we going to do? You better come up with something clever and fast.
so we're not strong enough to push the thing to get the boat.
Hey!
Maybe it's like not downloaded or something.
Hold on.
Kind of wild though.
Ha! Looks like I made it just in the nick of time. Sorry I'm late, you two. Right, let's get going, shall we? There's adventuring to be done.
Hang on! How did you get here? I thought they'd all but locked you up in the castle.
Oh, you know I'm no stranger to sneaking out. I did try talking some sense into dear old Dad, but alas, this is how it has to be. I crept over to the cliff behind the castle, worked up the nerve, and splash! Down I dove, right into the open sea.
You what? You jumped off an actual cliff into the ocean? Do you have a death wish?
Ha! Well, there I was, doing my best to make it back to shore when along comes this fella to save my neck. What a stroke of luck.
That was no stroke of luck, Prince Kiefer. I knew you'd stop at nothing to get your way, so I hung back and waited to see what you'd try.
Mr. Pollock? But why?
I won't lie. I set out today to stop you three from risking your lives in the name of adventure. It seems I love it in me. As far as sea dogs go, I'm as salty as they come. I've been hauling fish up from the open ocean since I was your age. I know better than anyone how vast the sea truly is. Which is why I've always hoped that somewhere out there, among the distant waves, there were other places, other lands to be discovered. Thanks to you three, my dreams come true. That's your doing, and no one can say different. And having done that for me, how can I stand in your way? So, just let me ask you one thing. Are you truly ready for what lies ahead? You're forging into the unknown. Nobody knows what dangers you might face. If you get out of your depths, there might not be a happy ending. Knowing that, are you prepared to keep going?
Of course we're prepared. I can hardly stop now that I've found my calling, can I? I don't care what it is we'll have to face. We'll pull through no matter what.
Well, I don't know about finding my calling, but I know I'd regret missing out on the fun far more than any bother we might get ourselves into. Honestly, I'd rather die.
And you, son? No point in asking, eh? No, you've never backed down once you've set your mind to something. All right, I can see you all mean business. Just leave the rest to me. Prince Kiefer. Young Maribel. Me lad. May the wind be at your backs. My dreams... No. The whole world's dreams are resting on your shoulders.
Alright, so they really gave Pollock a lot of character development. He's not just like this happy, muscular guy sitting at home just encouraging you. He's like, actually has like, yeah, he has some depth to him. Mara wants you to fall for a subtle mix. Yeah, this is so funny. I love this character so much, dude. It's like so great. One thing's for sure, I gotta get that whole Dragon Quest VIII thing sorted out, because I cannot believe I got locked out of DLC for having a review copy.
Hey!
Yeah, I think Maribel definitely likes the main character. She definitely likes Oster. Look how fast this ship is. This is so nice. Compare this to like DQ1 and 2. The ship's super slow in that game. Alright, what do you got? Fight wisely. Yeah, but my collector's edition, the thing is, it's coming. It's gonna be for PS5 is the thing. My collector's edition. Maybe there's a code on eBay or something I can get. So it's gonna bug me if I don't get that. If I don't have that.
That's how it's done.
All right. Yeah, the early bird bonus is a thing. Like a code. I might just contact Square Enix support. They might be able to help me out. They should be able to, at least. Volcanic Island should be able to. You know, this would be a good game to play on your PS5, honestly, but it's a lot easier to stream this on Steam and get like, higher quality streams and everything. A little bit of stutter there, I saw that. Damn, this guy, he's annoying.
They didn't stand a chance.
They didn't stand a chance. Ooh, greatest stick. Look how fast this is. This ship's so fast. I like this part of the game. Because in every game, the ship is always so slow. Oh my god, I was watching an unboxing video of the collector's edition for this game, and the guy who was unboxing it had no idea what he was talking about. He was pointing out things on the ship in the bottle, and he called the man of war the heel slime. He said it's an octopus, and he said that this fish looks very happy, and it was like one of the piranha fish, and I'm like, dude, that thing is like trying to kill us. This thing looks happy.
Right, here I go.
We need Dragon Quest YouTubers who know what they're talking about. An octopus. I'll do my unboxing for the collector's edition when I get my hands on it.
I'm going from strength to strength.
I think that'll be fun. Alright, so this is the same place as before. I'm sure these islands really don't got a lot on them. Single file. There are so many single files we keep finding. We find like a lot of those. Seed of strength. Yeah, I'm gonna give Kiefer all my seeds. I'm gonna give them all to Kiefer. Make him a super Kiefer. Super Saiyan Kiefer. I think it's just like a matter of basic Dragon Quest knowledge is necessary, you know? I feel like DQ fans know the franchise a lot better than the average person does. I was watching reaction videos to DQ7 Reimagined. You would not believe how many people saw it and thought I was 12. They saw this game I'm playing right now and they thought this was DQ12 and they were like, oh my gosh, this is DQ12, isn't it? And I'm like, oh my god, how are you saying this? This is crazy. Is there hot water down here? Is there a hot spring down there? Oh yeah, let's go. Hot spring, let's go. Oh.
Hey! Hey!
I swear Kiefer had like a funny comment to say in the original. I swear he did. Like when you come down here to the hot spring, he had some kind of like funny stuff to say. I remember it. They removed a lot of voice lines, didn't they? I remember there was like a hot spring and you go in, there's like an old lady in there and Kiefer's like he's like says something funny about it, like something hilarious. All right.
All right.
Hey!
I have nothing to say, man. The party chat really is just, there's nothing there. What were we in here to do? We got a weapon store. I think a weapon store might be nice. Oh, it's the old lady. She's still alive. Dora, how is she still alive? That's crazy. She's got to be like ancient.
Oh.
They made good medicine. I'm sure that's not foreshadowing at all. Range power. $5 gold. Oh, she just happens to have one of these standing there. I'll just steal this from her. I think I'll take this. Alright, let's check out what goods he's got. The hammer. Giant mallet. Worse than what Kiefer's got currently. Chain's pretty good for Maribel, but she's more a spellcaster. You know, I think we're just gonna cheap out and not buy anything for anybody. Slime earrings. You know, they actually made these real. Square Enix actually started selling these. You can actually get them off of PlayAsia right now. Let's see. That would be good. That would be good for her, but I think we'll hold off for now. When DQ9 remaster? I don't know. Maybe after they remake every other game. Alright, we already went to the bath. Nothing there.
Hey!
I guess you could find them on AliExpress, but they would probably be bootlegs if you find them there. Look on PlayAsia, you can find the slime earrings on there. They're literally like Square Enix brand slime earrings. Okay, that is interesting. So, in the past, the girl who lived here was really bad at cooking, and the guy was like suffering from eating her food. And now it's like the opposite. He's the one who's bad at cooking, and she's eating his food. Look at that world building, that absolute attention to detail. Who would even notice something like that? Like these two random NPCs, like their descendants have like flipped personalities. Oh, what's going on here? Honestly, the game is very funny. Alright, we should go check out the mountain, I feel like. The right thing to do now. I'm telling you, the attention to detail in the world of Dragon Quest is unparalleled. You don't find this in any other RPG franchise ever. You just don't. You really don't. So, the fire spirit. What if we go and give him another thrashing, huh? I got the fish pie from Kiefer's drawer. I do have that. I think I ate it already, though. What is this? That is extremely suspicious.
Oh.
There's treasure inside. We should definitely check that out. No magic bikini! Also, Puff Puff is removed in this game. It does not exist in this game anymore. Oh, is this... Okay, a little bit of fast travel. Nice. I will say that giving you zoom very early on kind of defeats the entire purpose of this, but it's cool nonetheless. I think shortcuts are better than teleportation or fast travel, you know? So now what? We could just go back? I feel like we should explore the entire mountain. Yes, they've removed Puff Puff. I can confirm that they removed Puff Puff from the entire game. You cannot get a Puff Puff. You cannot learn Puff Puff as a move. There is no mention of Puff Puff in this remake whatsoever. It does not exist in Dragon Quest VII Reimagined. This is the first mainline game in the entire franchise that does not have Puff Puff at all. They completely removed it. So, yeah. Should I jump down there? That would be kind of wild, wouldn't it? Maybe we'll just jump down there. Oh, there's treasure. There's treasure. There's a lot of treasure. Actually, surprisingly. So you can get a Puff Puff at the casino. There was a Puff Puff girl in the casino in Dragon Quest VII. And they've removed the casino, which means the Puff Puff is removed from the game. And the thing is, the Gadabout class lets you learn Puff Puff in Dragon Quest VII, and you cannot learn it in this game. They removed that skill specifically from the Gadabout class. Not even a lot of EXP, honestly. Locked. Why is it locked? Why'd you lock? I'm just trying to like raid this place for treasure and then get the hell out of here. So I think there's gonna be a treasure over here. Little devil heart. No. Get away from me. We'll go down. Go away, go away, go away. Here's the treasure. And why are they looking at it? That's my treasure. Alright, fine. Oh, the SC remade DQ7 over DQ4. Honestly, it is. I really would have expected 4 before this game. I did not think they would remake this game in particular. This is like the least likely game to get remade, you know? It's weird that they remade it, but I'm not complaining. Alright, what does he learn? Squelch? Hornpipe? I'm enjoying the class system, you know? I really am. Pretty cool. I think I was missing that a little bit with 1 and 2. But it's cool being able to customize your characters, you know? Alright, so I need to get to that one staircase over there somehow. Figure it out, though. Damn, a bunch of freaking cat guys here. Get away from me. Are they like in deep conversation, these two? They were like talking or something? Do I think there will be another DQ game before 12? I could see them doing like one more remake before 12. I'm thinking that that's very possible. Oh, the underground level has another fragment of the tablets. I'll have to make my way down there. You think wearing a fursuit in a volcano would be a bad idea? Yeah, he must be like sweating in that thing. I could see a Zenithian remake of some kind being... Or... Maybe not Zenithian, maybe 8. I think 8 is so likely. Very, very likely at this point. You know? Okay, so I guess we'll have to jump down. Wow, okay, it's locked tight. Let's just keep jumping. See where it brings us. Why are these chests all locked? Do I need to get a key? I need like the ultimate key for that? How come they're just regular red chests then? Can I like set a don't use items thing? I hate how they use items with the AI. Alright, diamond. Nothing here. explore. Oh boy. A mini medal. If only I was a crazy mini medal obsessed lunatic, then I'd be very happy about that. I'm opening that chest. That's locked. Locked. A lot of single files early on. I sold some of them to afford a better weapon for Kiefer. I do not want him using the Yggdrasil leaf, because here's the thing, right? My thing is, I have an Yggdrasil leaf, and the AI might accidentally use it because it's stupid, you know? And I don't want to use the damn thing. So, I have to, like... Alright. Really dumb. Actually, I'm gonna heal up here. Okay, what else? What else? Jump in the hole. Okay, so we've already been now. I'll just zoom on back. Actually, we might as well zoom back here. Yeah, there's a lot of healing statues, so you don't really need a lot of these things, you know? That's the thing. Alright, so... we're gonna try to teleport back to the Shrine of Mysteries and find the next area. Look, I don't want my characters... I really hate that everyone has a shared inventory. I think it's one of the worst things about this game. Because sometimes I don't want you guys using my items, and I want the AI to work, but I also don't want you using any of the items that unless I like specifically tell you to use them, you know? We're not ready for that one. And that one's almost ready, and what about this? These are the optional ones, these gray tablets, right? These are like the, oh, if you want, you can do them. So these are all optional. I get that. I see now. Well, I guess we're gonna go green then. Alright, so we're in the new area. Let's see.
Hey!
Other trees. Interesting place.
Hey!
A bone stake. I'm gonna equip that. Interesting. If nobody can equip the bone stake, then maybe that means that we're gonna get a new party member, perhaps. It can't be used by any of our party members, which means a new party member will be joining us. Clearly. dog. Bow bow.
Oh.
And you said the AI did not use items? It doesn't look like it. You saying hi?
Huh.
Only I could speak animal. So, obviously there's something going on here, and the animals, we need to somehow figure out a way to talk to the animals, but... Why is she sleeping? But the problem is that we can't talk to animals, but... In the original game, there was a character that could talk to animals, and they removed him. He's not even in the game anymore, so... What the hell, right? It would have been cool if there was some kind of cross, you know, time traveling, like bringing people back and forth. The chicken? Chicken. He's like selling stuff to me. Damn, these prices are ridiculous. What if I just make some chicken wings out of you then instead? He sells seeds? Oh no, that's me selling the seeds. Never mind. Damn, this is sad. The music's so sad, you guys. Am I weapons from these guys? I think we've already been here. So there's just animals everywhere, and they're just running amok. They're doing whatever they feel like doing. There's chickens running all the stores. Weird to have one of these. AT shield. That might be good for Maribel. That would be pretty good for Maribel, as a matter of fact. Oh my god, I like how he just makes chicken noises. Oh look, it's a human child. Horse shit, we got a horse. No. Oh, he's tied to the wall. Alright, so we gotta figure out a way to unlock the lock on his chain. He doesn't want us to leave.
Huh.
Alright, let's go rest in the inn. That should maybe help us think about what the answer is to this. The cow is just serving. Oh.
What in the... What was that noise?
I don't know, but I've got a bad feeling about this. The townspeople might be in trouble. Let's go and investigate.
Hey, look. There's someone behind the counter. Where have they been hiding this whole time?
Oh! Santo cielo! Per favore, you have to tell me. I am a human, see?
Well, you certainly look like one. Yes.
Veramente? Really? Oimo! I am so happy! Finalmente! I am back to the normal!
What? No way! He just turned into a cow!
It's true. L'Arca is cursed. The humans, they turn into animali. The animali, they turn into humans. When you come to the village, something feels different. And, allora, the humans return to the normal. But, not for long. As you see for yourself, see? The humans are soon turned back into the animali. Scusami, amici. I know it's not your problem. You are only visitatori, no? But is no one else who can help? Per favore, you must do something. You must find who placed this curse on l'Arca and set us free. In the town, you will find someone who know why the curse happened. Ah!
A curse that turns humans into animals and animals into humans. This is another fine mess we've got ourselves into.
We can't very well just leave these poor people like this, though, can we? We need to find out what's behind this curse. Let's ask around town. Someone's sure to know something.
They kind of revealed the twist a little early, didn't they? Alright, let's get out of here. They sort of revealed it a little bit too early. Somebody can...
Oh. Hey.
Oh!
Well, I'm glad they tell us.
Hey!
few more locals. Or the collar key. I guess I just won't talk to these people because they'll just turn. Alright, I'll just spare them. They keep turning into to animals. Where was the guy located? What the hell's the boy who was chained up? Okay, so there's the wolf. Oh, do we ever actually see his dog form in the original game?
I know. But you'll be out of there in just a second, alright? Well, you've got the key, haven't you?
Looks like poor Wolf Boy here's been cursed as well.
Don't be scared. We're your friends. We want to help you. We want to help everyone here. You know who's behind this curse, don't you? Do you know where they're hiding? If you can take us there, we'll do the rest. Oh, don't worry. We're much tougher than we look.
He's gone. Do you think he understood what you said?
Maybe? But I don't think we've got any choice but to hope that he did. Let's follow his lead.
Alright, so the dog boy left. We can follow him. Yeah, I don't remember the original game ever. Like I was saying, I don't remember the original game showing his wolf form ever. I don't think it did.
Hey!
I'm thinking we'll keep going for a little bit longer. I'm not gonna be maybe like another half hour, and then I'll be calling it a night. But I do want to play for a little bit longer. Maybe we can, maybe we can finish this before. I'll probably keep going for just another half hour, and then we'll call it a night. Give us a nice even 4-hour stream. I like things being like on the clock, you know. Heal her. This is ridiculously hard. This is difficult. I know I'm on the hard mode, but I guess it's just because my Oh, my equipment sucks. Damn, these guys suck. These guys are annoying, holy crap. Literally taking forever. Stop calling backup! Holy crap. I'm glad that we don't have to deal with, after Z, I don't think any more show up.
Here I come.
Stop healing him!
Right.
Oh, cheers.
They keep showing up! I'm gonna get a lot of EXP from this, I think. You're supposed to have Sizzle by now? Yeah, I know. I should have it by now, but we're just gonna have to do this. Oh my god, they're annoying! Limit break to get the extra damage. I'm gonna use it when she has the ability to. Okay, she can't do crap. Oh, piss off! Why is this happening to me? I know, I should use a file.
All set.
Here.
Okay, good thing is that it will stop at Z. I know it stops at Z because I tested it before. I'm this far and I only have Super Stick. Yeah, I'm being a cheapskate. That's why. This is ridiculous. I don't want to like run from this, considering how many of these guys I killed, you know. So. Okay, we'll let loose. These guys so freaking much. This is ridiculous. This is like so stupid. Alright, let loose. Alright, at least this time I'll be able to kill a bunch of them, so.
I owe you.
Alright, here's what we're gonna do. Let's just... I'm gonna let them do their thing. You know, no boomerang yet, but if they can just... If they die, they die. I'm gonna let them do their thing. This is the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. What the hell is going on? What is this? I'm just gonna let them die. Just let them die. Just die already, god damn it. Like, I want to get the autosave going on, you know? I want to, like, load my autosave so that I don't waste all those files. Why is Show No Mercy healing? It should not be healing. This game can get very annoying. Stop healing yourself! Just die, just die! Okay, he's almost dead. Then I can just reload my save. Okay, finally. What? Why would I lose my gold? Oh my god. Lost my freaking gold for some reason. I thought you can use the autosave. So what, the autosave just doesn't work sometimes? This game doesn't know when it wants to be punishing and when it wants to be, like, easy. Okay, this is so stupid. This is actually so stupid. This game pisses me off. This game pisses me off so much. Well, I don't have any money now. Thanks. Alright, we're gonna sell. Okay. Let's see. What can we sell? A scale armor we should put on. Kiefer could wear that. Yeah, they nerfed the automatic checkpoints. Alright, this will come in handy for Maribel. She can use this to kill multiple people at once. There we go. Now let's do something real quick. Shell armor? Yeah. Okay. I should sell the underwear. I'm not gonna sell my used underwear to this guy.
Hey.
So the whole autosave thing doesn't work, apparently. Like, what is with this game? This game wants to be the bow tie for 750 gold. What does the bow tie even do? It's unique though, isn't it? I'll hold on to it. I don't know. I kind of like keeping unique stuff. Should I continue with the 3DS version or just buy this version? How far are you in the 3DS version? Because if you're far, then maybe not. Maybe just continue with the 3DS version if you're already pretty far into it. But if you haven't gone very far, then you could just get this. Oh my god! There's more heal slimes here. All right, you guys are gonna follow orders. Don't you dare heal yourself again. Okay, that does nothing. Kill this guy first. Get him out of the way. Party AI is really stupid in this game. Surprisingly dumb. Okay, single file, more of those things. And this map is just as huge as I remember it being. This is massive as I remember it being. There's a monstrous guy there. Cat guy. I just don't like selling unique items, period. I'm just like, you know, I'm never gonna get one of these again. I might want it. Okay, this is Grotta del Siglo. Oh, stuff's going up there. Nope, bye. Sword striking, auto killing them, get you experience. How many of these guys have I short struck? Like, can I even auto kill any of these guys? Nope, doesn't look like it. The moonward bulb. Okay. Nope, nope. Leave me alone. I don't like you. Bye. Okay, there's another fragment of the tablets here. Okay, so if you go to the previous dungeon to start killing them, like hacking and slashing at them like a hack and slash game, that would be enough to get some XP. Get away from me, Grabby. It's stuff you have seen before, like Cacti and Hammer guys. Okay. So, guys I've previously seen, I can just dispatch them. Any Hammer guys, I'll just hit with a big old sword.
They didn't stand a chance.
Knew I had it in me.
Alright. Okay, so the hammer hoods and so like these cacti guys. That wasn't an instant kill. You said it was an instant kill. Yeah. I'm still too low a level basically for that to be counted as an instant kill.
I owe you one.
Yeah, my level's way too low.
They didn't stand a chance.
I'm just gonna run it. Besides, I don't think I want to fight the boss yet anyway. That might be like a next Yggdrasil do. Muddy hands. I think we're just gonna run. Nope, nope. I know what this is like. Oh, come on. Leave me alone! Go away! This is so annoying. What does Quaglin do? That's honestly. I'll just get the treasure after. These guys are annoying as hell. These guys are super annoying. I'm sorry. Ah, go away! I think I'm biting off more than I can chew, honestly. That's what it seems like. Damn. It's off. Okay. And we're about to die. We're getting utterly demolished, and we're about to die. Sentinel herb. Here. I think I can already see where this is going, but what does Quaglin do? I don't even know what that does. I forget what that does. Oh, paralyzes the enemy. Never use that. Because it barely ever works. All that for a miniature medal. All that for that. Alright, I'm gonna make a rush for it. Although I feel like I'm not prepared. Let's see. Some kind of evil afoot in there. What else is there? A wizard staff, nice. Honestly, I think that, or yeah, it would be. Or, actually, yeah, I should use wizard staff.
Hey.
Look at that poor wolf. Who would do something like that? You don't need to speak wolf to understand that they're family. What's the matter? Is the monster that hurt you up this way? Because if it is, we're going to teach it a lesson. Let's go.
So the monster that hurt his family is up there, huh? Definitely want to save after all we've been through. From Burnmont. Grotta del Sigillo. And it looks like the monster's up there. So she's badly injured. Alright, looks like we got ourselves a boss. Seems pretty interesting. However, I do think we've played quite a bit tonight, and maybe we should leave it here and continue next time and fight the boss right off the bat next episode. So I think we'll call it a night. Been playing it for a while, and yeah, this is the full release of Dragon Quest VII Reimagined. So far, I am enjoying it. I'm having a good time. Obviously, there's some issues. We've all been talking about the issues. Not perfect, but it's a good game, you know. So definitely looking forward to continuing this game and seeing what happens next. So I want to thank everyone for joining me tonight, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Bye.